You can hear me, right? Yep. I should probably turn myself up. Nah. I'm not kissing the microphone this time, so I'm not as loud as usual. Let's bring this out. I need to configure all this stuff. There we go. There's Twitch chat. There's Instagram. Oh, that's not Instagram. Okay. That's that. There's Instagram. Okay. Mix it up. Yeah, there we go. Nice. I should be able to see all the chats over there. And maybe even still control my... I don't know. We'll see. Start the timer. Actually, the timer should be a countdown to midnight, right? I'm gonna make it... Here. Edit. The timer will be a countdown to midnight. So we're starting at negative... Let's see, for Pacific Standard Time right now, which is the time zone I'm in, one of the last people on Earth to experience the new year. It's gonna be midnight at, well, midnight, in 6 hours and 28 minutes. 6 hours... 20... I'll put 27 minutes. Well, yeah, and then I'll line it up perfectly. 0, 0, 0.00. Okay. Okay. And I will start this as soon as it ticks over to 5:43. I'm watching it closely, very closely. Alright, well, I might have been a second late there, but I started it. Oh yeah, you can't see the timer yet. You will. You will. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your little head. Don't you worry your little head. Okay. Alright, I should be able to see everything. We're gonna use this camera. Well, before I open that up, I better make sure I've got everything set up here. I don't think I want to show you my entire Google Drive. So let me go to... Do I have a bingo template or what? 1525 bingo. Alright. Open that. What? That makes no sense. It was a thumbnail for Pokemon Go. I called it bingo. What the heck? Alright. I guess I can just make a copy of my current one. Okay, that's the copy. Now, what website did I use to make a bingo? I don't remember. Was it this? I don't remember what website I used last year. Five by five. Huh. Okay. Okay, let's see. What does this look like? I mean, it could work. It's just your basic bingo generator thing. Let's see. What about this? Oh, this kind of looks more familiar. This might be it. I just need to get this open, all right, before I share it. I don't think I have any alerts. Seem to be good with 0 dropped frames, so that's good. Okay. I don't want stars and stripes, thank you very much. There was a green one, was that it? No. Grid says size 5 by 5. Extra options. Include free space. Same font size. All in one line? What does that even mean? Human bingo. Oh. Don't randomize. What? One large card. I don't know. Doesn't feel right. Oh, Bingo Sync is the... Oh, yeah, okay. Green customized bingo card. Easiest bingo card generator. Oh, this was it. Okay, I found it. It was the Reddit one. Okay, we will call this one Shiny. Grid items. I want it to... AI helper, no. Alright, I just needed to get it open. I have the right thing open now. Okay, let's get going. Hello, everybody. Oh, I was like, where'd the camera go? Okay, you can see me. Hello. You can see my hands. It's very important. They're very important hands. We have a pack stripped counter. We have a countdown to midnight. I just kind of wanted to talk about some stuff. First of all, the 2025 bingo sheet looks like this. There's not a bingo on here, you might notice. I had some hard ones. I had some really long and hard hunts on here. And the funny thing is I've set up most, if not all, of these hunts. No, I've set up most of them. I didn't set up Pokespot Shiny Hunt. I did set up the Shadow Shiny Hunt. the Antique Sinisty hunt, the Gen 2 Arbok Black and White hunt, the Curry Shiny. Well, technically, since I'm set up for the Antique Shiny Sinisty, I am no longer set up for Curry hunting. I've tried the Dynamax Adventure Zygarde so many times during, like, what was it, D-Max weekend or Dynamax weekend? Got nothing. And then the Shaman Island I didn't set up yet, but I will. One day, I will glitch out of bounds and go to Shaman Island since I never got the ticket. So yeah, but I can get a bingo. I can, if I get one of these insanely difficult shinies in the next 6 hours, or I just write the rule set for the bounty challenge that I came up with at the start of the year. That's all I need to do. I was waiting until I finished an actual run to do it, but I think I can just write the rule set without finishing a run. I think I get it. I think I know what I want to write anyway. So let's do that. Let's do that first. Just in case I'm switching screens, because I don't want to show my Google Drive, if you can believe it. But we'll make a new Google Doc. Here we go. Oops. Here we go. This will be... Yeah, get out of here. Bounty challenge rule set. Okay. So I want you to be able to play this in any game. Let me do all caps and centered. Damn it. I don't know the shortcuts in... I know the shortcuts in Microsoft and not in Google. Pokemon Bounty Challenge rule set. Okay. We need bigger spacing for sure. Where's the spacing? Where is the spacing? I don't see it. Hang on. What the? It shouldn't be that far. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I'm blind. Double space. Control A. Double space. Thank you. Okay. First rule is you have to use this specific website to generate a random team, and you have to use the first team you generate. You can't just keep generating until you get whatever you want, because there's no point for that. Generate a random team. Using Pokemon in that game's regional dex. And then I will put the URL for the website. What was it? Was Pokemon Random Generator? I don't remember what I used. Was this one? Random Pokemon Generator. Generate 6 Pokemon. Oh yeah, this is it. Yep. Natures and genders. No forms, names and sprites, all legendaries, all stages, fully evolved or not, all types, and Kanto. Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, each regional dex is in here. Perfect. So I used Kanto, so when you click that, boom. There we go, we got a team, right? I'll even screenshot this. I'll screenshot it and I'll outline let's see. I'll outline this box because that's the only box you need to change. It should always be 6 Pokemon. Okay. And you need to change that to whatever regional game you're playing. Okay, save. Sure. I didn't realize my screenshots were in that drive. Okay. I'm just going to put it in my downloads, actually. Okay. And then the website is... Oh, you can copy a link directly to these settings. That's cool. So I paste this. Yeah, okay, it just takes me here. So use that link and then change Kanto. Use this link and change the region if needed. I'm just gonna put the link here. Insert link. Boom. Apply. Okay. Alright. Generate a random team. Let's see. During, can I spell? The course of the game, of the main story, you must hunt for the Pokemon with the Pokemon species and nature. Species, nature, and gender, if applicable. Out of the and gender as soon as that species is normally available, or as soon as possible. I'll just say as soon as possible, to add to your team. Once you add the first member of your team to your party, once you catch the first Pokemon, once you catch the first Pokemon, you must add it to your team and remove and release any other Pokemon. And release any other Pokemon. Let me see. I think that I decided... I think it would be more fun if I allowed soft resets. I just don't like the idea of soft resets. Honestly. Release any other Pokemon. Let's catch the first Pokemon. Once you catch the first Pokemon, you must, I guess, from the list. Use this link and change region if needed. During the course of the main story, you must hunt for the Pokemon species, nature, and gender as soon as possible to add to your team. How about during the course of the main story, you must hunt for these Pokemon, with matching species, nature, and gender, if applicable, as soon as possible, as soon as they become available. Once you add the first Pokemon to your team, you must release any other Pokemon that helped you get to that point. From now on, your team can only consist of the exact Pokemon you generated in the randomizer. If a Pokemon on your random list is not available until after the main story, or is otherwise unobtainable, like event legendaries, you will have one less Pokemon on your team. You beat the challenge if you successfully capture all of the randomly generated Pokemon all of the randomly generated Pokemon with matching natures and gender. Matching natures and gender. Beat the challenge if you successfully capture all of the randomly generated Pokemon with matching natures and gender. And beat the main story? What should I call it? The main the main story? Or, I mean, because all the games don't have, like, the Elite Four in it, so I can't just say and beat the Elite Four and become the champion. But I can say and beat the main story, and beat the main story with credits rolling. They all have credits after the main story. If a Pokemon species is on your list is available before beating the game, you must obtain it first. It must be on your final team and caught as soon as it's available to the player. Okay. So that's like kind of lays out some of the groundwork, but now there's like other rules or FAQs, okay? So like other rules / FAQs. These are questions I'm asking myself because no one else has asked me about this. You can use items in battle. Can use items in battle. That is not part of the challenge. That's not part of the challenge. What else? So you can use items in battle. If you decide to generate a new random team, and give up on your previous team run, then you have failed that previous run. You failed that previous run. There is no shiny clause. Since the generator won't generate a shiny Pokemon, you are specifically looking for non-shiny Pokemon to match the random. You're specifically looking for non-shiny Pokemon. But don't underestimate some of these hunts. What are the odds of finding a specific gender and nature? How many natures are there in Pokemon Go or Pokemon? How many natures in Pokemon? I think it's 24? 25. Okay. 25. So it's 25 times 2. So it's just 1 in 50. The odds of finding a Pokemon with a specific gender, and if it has one, with a specific gender and nature combination, is 1 out of 50. 1 out of 25 for genderless. It's kind of like a mini shiny hunt. HMs, if required, must be taught. I'll just say you cannot use any other Pokemon once you catch the first one on the list, including for HM purposes. You must teach the HMs to your to the Pokemon on your random list, as they will be your only teammates. What if they can't learn the HMs? That's a good question. What if you generate like one Pokemon that is available to catch before you need something vital like Cut or Surf? And I mean, the odds of that are pretty low, but I think it's possible. Like, for I don't know, can you pick 6 Pokemon in Kanto that can't learn Cut? Let me see. Unless none of your random team can learn a necessary TM HM. Can learn a HM necessary for progression. One thing I should specify as well is I had a thought about something. I can't remember what it is now. Legendary Pokemon are okay if they are generated randomly and can be obtained before the end of the game. Oh, soft resetting is not allowed. The game must be played continuously, meaning once something happens, in the game, it cannot be reset to undo that thing. The only instance where soft resetting can occur is one of a kind Pokemon such as a legendary or the EV in fire in red and blue. Or the EV in red and blue. Where you need to reset the stats of that Pokemon to find the correct nature / gender combo. Is there anything else to specify? I don't think so. I don't think so. That might be it. Let me read it again. I'm trying to think of this game also in context of like the Switch games and things like that. Okay. Create a random team using Pokemon. Well, that's stupid. How about create a random Pokemon team? Why am I typing like that? How about using your chosen game's regional dex? Okay. Random Pokemon team using your chosen game's regional dex. During the course of the main story, you must hunt for these Pokemon with matching species, gender, or nature and gender, if applicable, as soon as they become available, and add them to your team. Once you add the first Pokemon to your team, you must release any other Pokemon that helped you get to that point. From now on, your team can only consist of the exact Pokemon you generated in the randomizer. If a Pokemon on your random list is not available until after the main story or is otherwise unobtainable, like event mythicals, idiot. Like event Pokemon, you will have one less Pokemon on your team. You beat the challenge if you successfully capture all of the randomly generated Pokemon with matching natures and gender, and beat the main story with credits rolling. Remember, if a Pokemon species is on your list is available before beating the game, it must be on your final team and caught as soon as it's available to the player. Instead of caught, I'll say hunted. Obtained. You can use items in battle. If you decide to generate a new random team and give up on your previous team run, then you have failed that previous run. There is no shiny clause since the generator won't generate a shiny Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's true. Will it never generate a shiny Pokemon? Let me know if I get a shiny, guys. Anyway, I just generated a bunch of Pokemon. I don't think... I don't know. I don't think it'll ever be shiny. There's not even a drop down for it. Okay. Let's see. The odds of finding a Pokemon with a specific gender, if it has one, and nature combination is 1 in 50. 1 out of 25 for genderless. It's kind of like a mini shiny hunt. You cannot use any other Pokemon once you catch the first one on the list, including for HM purposes. You must teach the HMs to the Pokemon on your random list, as they will be your only teammates, unless none of your random team can learn a HM necessary for progression. Hey, Flying Zyzen, Happy New Year. I'm reviewing my rule set that I just wrote for a Pokemon challenge I came up with. I think it's done. Let me know if you have any questions, though. I can start over. Aw, dog. Legendary Pokemon are okay if they are generated randomly and can be obtained before the end of the game. Soft resetting is not allowed. The game must be played continuously, meaning once something happens in the game, it cannot be reset to undo that thing. The only instance where soft resetting can occur is one-of-a-kind Pokemon, such as Legendary or the Eevee in Red and Blue, where you need to reset the stats of that Pokemon to find the correct nature-gender combo. This is just a Pokemon challenge I came up with that you can do in any Pokemon main series game. That's the idea. Also, I realized I accidentally incremented my packs ripped number. It is not that. It is 96, I think? 896 is what I had it at? Yeah. 896. Okay. Alright. Well, I fixed that, so. It still hasn't updated, though. Oh, wait, yes, it did. Anyway, yeah, I'll read it over again. Here we go. It's called the Pokemon Bounty Challenge. I don't know if something like this exists. I wanted something that wasn't too hard, because I don't really like playing hard Pokemon games. But I do like shiny hunting. So I wanted something that was more challenging on the side of, like, hunting for your team. So I came up with this. I did start a run for it, and let's just say I hate the Kanto game corner. But I am looking forward to doing it at some point again. So here's how it goes. You go to this website right here, and you select based on what game you're playing. Make sure it's set to 6 Pokemon. I think it defaults to that. And then this is the only thing you need to change here. What regional decks you're playing. So if you're playing, you know, red, blue, yellow, or fire red and leaf green, you select Kanto. Or I guess Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee would count too. But if you're playing... Oh, look, they even have different regional decks. They have a regional deck for Unova and the Unova from Black 2 and White 2. They're different, which is cool. So let's do that. I'm currently playing through a normal playthrough of Black, and I just finished it. I'm going to play Black 2, White 2 next. So let's select Unova. Let's say we're playing this challenge on Pokemon White. And then you should leave everything the same. Like nature's gender should be selected, generated. So then you click generate once, and this is the team that you have to use in the game. Of course, obviously, none of these are starters, right? And that's fine. You can pick whatever starter you want, use any Pokemon you want, up until one of these guys becomes available. Once you can catch the first one of these, which I think the first Pokemon of these you can actually catch is Archon, right? Because I don't know where Pharaoh Seed is, to be fair. I don't know how early you can get a lot of these Pokemon, honestly. But this is the team you have to use. So, as soon as you can get Archon, for example, you have to discard the rest of your team and only use Pokemon from this list. And it needs to be, specifically, a quiet nature male Archon. So you kind of have to do a little hunt for it. Since Archon is a fossil restore and you only get one of them, you'll have to soft reset for that one. But for all these other ones, you wouldn't soft reset. You would just hunt it. You can hunt the pre-evolution, so like Zoroark, you would find Zorua first. And then, as soon as Zorua is available, and then you would evolve it just when you can. But for Pharaoh Seed and Trubbish, you have to keep them as a Pharaoh Seed and a Trubbish. You can't evolve them. The team that you are building basically has to look exactly like this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 completely unevolved Stage 1 Pokemon, and 2 fully evolved Pokemon. So that's interesting. Yes, they do. That's part of the challenge. So that makes it a little bit more harder. But honestly, I don't think it's that difficult. Especially because this isn't like... I didn't want it to be a hard battle challenge. I didn't want it to be like Kaizo Ironmon or some crap. So you are allowed to use items in battle. As many items as you want, as you can afford, whatever. Alright, let me keep reading. So, during the main course of the story, you must hunt for these Pokemon, find the matching species, nature, and gender, if they have a gender, as soon as they become available, and add them to your team. So you have to kind of plan a little bit. So like, this list here, because I don't know Black and White very well, I don't know which of these Pokemon you can actually find first. It might be Fungus, or it might be Trubbish, I don't know. So I would need to look up these Pokemon and find out what routes they appear on in the course of White, through the course of the White game. And then look at which route is first, and I'm just gonna guess that it's Archon. You get Archon from Gym 2, I think. Or no, you get Archon when you're close to Gym 3, but you can go back to Gym 2 to have it revived, I think. I think that's how it works. No BST boost? Yeah. No base stat total boost. Anyway, so you'd have to get them as soon as possible, basically. You have to plan it out a little bit. Because if you don't know how soon you can get a Pharaoh Seed, for example, you'd have to plan it out and look it up, basically. So there's a little bit of planning involved. And then you hunt for it. Once you add the first Pokemon to your team, you must release any other Pokemon that helped you get to that point. So that's talking about, like, you picked Snivy as your starter or something to get Archon, and now that you have Archon, you have to get rid of Snivy, But you keep Archon for the rest of the game because it's on this list, right? If a Pokemon on your random list is not available until after the main story, or is otherwise unobtainable like an event Pokemon, like if I rolled Victini as one of the Pokemon, then you will have one less Pokemon on your team. You just will have to work with 5 Pokemon at that point. That actually happened in the first run that I tried on this. I rolled Mew as one of the Pokemon, which you can't get in Fire Red and Leaf Green without an event ticket. So I just had 5 Pokemon on my team. You couldn't get a 6th, if that makes sense. That kind of also makes it a little bit more like a challenge and more random. You beat the challenge if you successfully capture all of the randomly generated Pokemon with matching natures and gender, and beat the story with credits rolling. Remember, if a Pokemon species on your list is available before beating the game, it must be on your final team and obtained as soon as it's available to the player. Probably later. Are you on the phone with us? Yeah. Okay. That's okay. We'll do it later. Okay. Love you. Okay. Other rules and FAQs. You can use items in battle, like I said. Modded file with Max Rare Candy. No, this has to be played on vanilla. I mean, technically you can play it on like ROM hacks and stuff if you want to. It really is like you can just do whatever you want. This is just kind of a guide and an idea I had, and if you want to follow it, exactly as I've laid it out, you're welcome to. But if you want to make some modifications, then have fun, So, not with Max Rare Candy. You would have to train your team and use it, which I don't think is very hard, especially in the newer games. If you get stuck with a Weedle on your team, that's a little rough, but you should have 5 or at least 4 other teammates. So, you know, if you end up with, like, one of the teams I rolled had a Magikarp on it. And it's like, that could be challenging and interesting if you didn't get a Pokemon for, like, you know, past, like, one gym with the Magikarp, which would require you to beat that one gym with a Magikarp, which I don't even know if it's possible. But if your next Pokemon is, like, Clefairy, then you'd buy the Magikarp outside of Mount Moon, and then go right into Mount Moon and get your second Pokemon, Clefairy. And then you would just have Clefairy do everything. You know what I mean? So it really is random. And depending on your 6 Pokemon, it'll totally change your challenges throughout the game. It'll change how you have to hunt certain Pokemon. And it'll change, potentially, your route through the game, too. Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you. So, you can use items in battle. If you decide to generate a new random team and give up on your previous team, then you failed the previous run, and that's fine. Sometimes, based on what Pokemon you generated, the run might not be even fun. I will give a great example. The first one that I tried of this, I had a Dratini on my team. Guess where the very first place Dratini is available? That's right, the Game Corner. For like 4,500 Game Corner poker chips or whatever, coins. So that means you can only buy 2 Dratinis if you have maximum number of coins. So I only got to check 2 Dratinis after playing the slots for like half an hour to get maximum coins. And if those Dratinis didn't match the gender and nature that I needed, I had to do it again to buy more Dratinis. I couldn't just go hunt it in the Safari Zone. So that's an interesting situation that could come up. And it was miserable. I probably did it for like hours. I think I checked around 20 Dratinis that way. So I spent many hours trying to hunt for those Dratinis that I was buying, and I didn't get the nature gender combo eventually. So I consider myself giving up on that run because I don't want to play the slot machine for hours anymore. I'm so sick of it. All right. There is no shiny claws. Since the generator won't generate a shiny Pokemon, you are specifically looking for non-shiny Pokemon. But don't underestimate some of these hunts. The odds of finding a Pokemon with a specific gender, if it has one, and nature combination is 1 out of 50. So that doesn't seem too bad, right? But then you remember, usually, every single route has multiple species of Pokemon on it. So it's 1 out of 50 if you're looking at the same Pokemon every single time. But if you're on, a route that has 3 different species on it, it would be like a 1 out of, it would be harder to calculate because each Pokemon has their own random chance percentage of showing up, right? But you're only looking for one of those 3. The other 2 are just kind of, part of the hunt, and you're trying to sift through them to find the one you're looking for. It's kind of like a mini shiny hunt, like I said right there. You cannot use any other Pokemon once you catch the first one on the list, including for HM purposes. I knew the HM question would come up. You must teach HMs to the Pokemon on your random list, as they will be your only teammates. Unless, big unless, none of your random team can learn an HM that is necessary for progression. That's the only caveat. You literally cannot progress with the Pokemon you generated because it can't learn like Cut, and you need Cut to progress. Then you're allowed to catch another Pokemon that can learn Cut and use it temporarily to get past that roadblock. Internet's acting up? Is the stream not clear or something? Legendary Pokemon are okay if they are randomly generated and can be obtained before the end of the game. Soft resetting is not allowed. The game must be played continuously, meaning that once something happens, it cannot be reset to undo that thing. The only instance where soft resetting can occur is a one-of-a-kind Pokemon, such as a legendary or the Eevee in Red and Blue, or the fossils, or a bunch of things like that. Any sort of gift Pokemon, where you need to reset the stats of that Pokemon to find the correct gender-nature combo. That's the rule set, and I'm gonna post it somewhere. I don't know. I can share this Google Doc. Anyone with the link can view. Yep. Copy link. I'm gonna post it in my Discord right now. I finished the writing the rule set for the bounty challenge. The bounty challenge for the Pokemon bounty challenge. Let me know if you have any questions. Alright, I shared that to Discord. In case anyone wants to look at it, I'll probably tweet it out too. Well, Blue Sky. I'll Blue Sky it out. Okay, done. So, now that I've done that, I can finally mark off that I did that on my 2025 bingo card. And boom, I have a bingo. I only got one bingo this year. I completed, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I completed 15 out of 25 of my challenges for this year, which is over half, and I got a bingo out of it, which is nice. Man, that Arceus Dex took way longer than I thought it was going to be, and I still can't believe I didn't get a Rock or Tree Shiny. Honestly, so mad at the Rock or Tree Shiny thing, I'm not even going to put it on my next year's list. I don't want to hit another Rock or Tree ever again. But it's time to make next year's. And some of these are going to come over. So let's just generate. Let's go to the generator here. Shiny, grid items, free space, sell. So my free space, I usually make it something easy to do or given or free almost. But, you know, takes some effort, I guess. So, like, writing the rule set, that was easy. I just needed to sit down and do it, and it's not, like, RNG-based, you know? But it still took me all year to get to it. Literally until the last day. So, something like that. And I had something in mind. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Maybe, like, Dream Radar stuff? Because I have the 3DS Pokemon Dream Radar, and I think that is the only way to get, like, Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus in Black and White 2? Something like that? So, I don't know. Does that count? That probably doesn't count. I don't know what the free space is going to be yet, but we can start moving some of these over. Oh, I do have some. Okay, I have some. So one of the things I want to do is, I had a TCG Pocket goal last year, or this year, I guess. It's still 2025. And my TCG Pocket goal was to pull, wait, did I have, no, I didn't have one. What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of the real life Pokemon trading card goal, which was to pull the alt art Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown, which I did do. I have a TCG Pocket goal this year because I learned that there is a shiny Bulbasaur card, Venusaur card, and Ivysaur card in TCG Pocket in the set Celestial Guardians. So in Celestial Guardians, Solgaleo specifically. Let me see. Where are they? Where are the shinies? There they are. Yep. So it won't show me a big version because I don't have it. But let's see. Can you see this? There's a shiny Bulbasaur, shiny Ivysaur, and shiny Venusaur cards here that you can pull. And they're all specifically out of Celestial Guardians Solgaleo. Right there. So I want to pull all 3 of those myself. Actually, there's a big Venusaur too. So there's 4 shiny cards out of Solgaleo. Venusaur EX and a baby Venusaur that's not an EX. I want to pull all 4 of those. And I think if I do nothing but open Solgaleo packs on both of my accounts this year, I think it's doable. Solar Power and Rain Dish. Pichu, complete a challenge in the mobile version of the game. When you have first completed a challenge and obtain a sticker and put it in your profile, you will receive a free Pichu. This will last for a month from activation. I don't know if I got that one, honestly. I don't think I got that one. I don't know. Did I even get the Pikachu too? I don't remember. Okay, in the mobile version of the game, when you have first had a Pokemon that you deposited in the GTS be taken, you will receive a Rotom. Oh. I don't think I got that either. Because I don't think the Wonder Trade counts. I'm going to check right now my mystery gifts. Mystery gifts. Gift box. Okay. Okay. So I didn't get the Pikachu? I didn't. Okay. Well, I got the shiny Meloetta. Man, I didn't get any of these. In the mobile version of the game, when you first have had a Pokemon that you deposited into the Wonder Box be taken, you will receive an Eevee. Wait, so did I not receive an Eevee? I feel like I should have. I don't think I got that Eevee either. In the mobile version of the game, when you have completed the National Pokedex from Bulbasaur up to Eternatus, you will receive the special original color Magearna. No, I don't have that. That's from Bulbasaur to Eternatus. So from Bulbasaur, okay, the National Pokedex through Galar. I did not get that one. So maybe that's my goal. Every single Pokemon. No, because I'm not ready to transfer up stuff. Because I've never played X and Y before. Oh, that's one thing I want to do on the bingo. Not play X and Y, but play or beat Black or am I gonna play Black or White too? Maybe I'll play Black too. Beat Black too. Yeah. Okay. What else am I looking at? What am I doing? What am I doing here? Ah, this. Okay, so I did receive these guys. The Hidden Ability Galar starters. I got those. You just need to connect home to Sword and Shield. There's no end date for receiving them, and they can be shiny. Wow. People are shiny hunting these guys. That's crazy. Shiny Zera Aura. To celebrate 1 million players beating Zera Aura raids in Sword and Shield, all players were able to receive a Shiny Zera Aura and 8 Armorite ore. The Shiny Zera Aura has 5 guaranteed max IVs. To do this, you need to deposit a Pokemon into Pokemon Home from Sword and Shield. This was the only available in a 1-week period. I feel like I got this. Victory over Zera Aura. You'll receive a special Zera Aura for your team. It doesn't look shiny in this list, but I think that's what it is. Because it's right in between the Galar starters and this Melmetal. When Pokemon Go and Pokemon Home connectivity are released, when you first send a Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home, you receive a Melmetal in your Pokemon Home mystery gift, and it will have the ability to Gigantamax. I did get that one. Confirmed. Bulbasaur and Squirtle, to celebrate the release of 1.4 of the mobile app, a special gift of a Bulbasaur and a Squirtle with Gigantamax Factor were given out. Did I get those guys? I don't think I did. I missed a Bulbasaur distribution. That's disappointing. That was between June 17th and June 30th. Missed it. I got these guys, though. You get the hidden abilities, right? Yep, a hidden ability. Sinnoh starters. I have those. And then to celebrate this version and Legends Arceus, and hidden ability. Yeah, I did get all of those. Okay. And then these starters with their hidden abilities. Yep. Oh my gosh, Quaxley has Moxie? That's crazy. And then Meloetta. So they added Manaphy, Enamorus, Meltan, and Keldeo. Manaphy is if you've completed the Sinnoh Dex. I think that is what I'll do. I don't think it will be hard, but it'll be my... Maybe I should do both then, because this is the Hisui Dex. I definitely have that complete. I just need to transfer the Pokemon into home and then transfer them back out, because I don't pay for extra storage space. So, yeah, we can do both of those. That's easy. What is the shiny Meltan? If you've completed the Kanto Pokedex. Oh. Okay. And then shiny Keldeo is if you complete Galar, Isle of Armor, and Crown Tundra Pokedex. Okay. Yeah, let's do... I'll put Manaphy and Amorous and Meltan on there. Just all three. It seems kind of easy. PH... Shiny Meltan. PH Shiny Manaphy. Is that how you spell it? Yep. Just a weird spelling. PH Shiny Enamorous. Okay. Alright, that's good for those. What else do I want? I think I want to hunt... Is there a card I want to hunt? A TCG? I don't think so. Yeah? Ooh. It is? Yes. Okay, I'm being told that this present is relevant to stream. Yes. Aww. Okay. Let's see. Let's see just how relevant this is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it is. Hang on, can you even see this? No, you can't. It's so dark. It's a little birdhouse. It's a Pokemon birdhouse. It's a Pokeball colored birdhouse with like stained glass of Pokemon on the side.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we can't put it outside
No.
because it would get hurt, but
Yeah,
it is
it
very
would get
cute
hurt.
to put around the house.
She did ask me what your favorite Pokemon was.
Mm-hmm. And I
on.
noticed.
Yes, so he's
That
on
was
there.
the first thing I noticed. Well, we can put a little guy in there.
You could put
I have a bunch of little Pokemon over there.
yeah.
Yeah.
What? Pikachu, fat Pikachu.
Fat Pikachu will not fit.
But cute.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Yeah. This is awesome. It really is relevant.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to hunt for another shiny Bulbasaur in a game I don't have it in. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Oh yeah. I don't have Bulbasaur I don't have a shiny Bulbasaur in every game. I have him in the first game he was in, where he could be shiny. I've never hunted, you know what, maybe I should hunt shiny Gen 1 Bulbasaur. Like from blue, red, yellow, green. I could do that. I'm pretty sure he can be shiny in those games because he's a gift Pokemon. I think I'll do that for next year. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Then I can trade him over and see him be shiny in Gen 2. Okay. Merry belated Christmas. Love you.
I know what you want. You're gonna have to be okay with that.
What?
Why don't you choose it?
Yeah.
Did she?
No. It's been gone for a little bit. She jumped away like a little bunny. I love my little dog. She's so cute. She is so cute. Okay. So. What else are we doing? Exactly what I said. So Gen 1. Shiny Bulbasaur. So that's gonna be red, yellow, blue, green. Yeah, those were the only colors. And I'm pretty sure, let's just verify before we put it on there. I think it can be. Blue Moon Falls? Is that the? Yeah, that's the website. Generation 1 shiny tool. That's what I need. Where is it? There we go. It's gonna be Bulbasaur. Level 5. You get him at level 5, right? Read Generation 1 Shiny Hunting Guide first. So, all the stationary Pokemon can be shiny. Gift Pokemon. Bulbasaur. Yep, Bulbasaur's on there. Hello. I haven't seen any either, unless they're in the sink. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, he can be shiny. Boop. Started from Professor Oak, gift from trainer in Cerulean City. So red, blue, and yellow, he can be shiny, which I assume, hopefully, that also means in Japanese green, red, and blue, he can also be shiny, and yellow. I think I'm only missing one of those. I have everything except Japanese blue. Yeah, I have all of them except Japanese blue. Yep. Okay. So yeah, we can hunt Bulbasaur in Gen 1. Sweet. And we would put it in like this, and we'd look for these stats. And if he has these stats, oh, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to check. Let's say he has this stat right here, right? Boop. It's still a 1 in 300 chance. Oh my god. It's gonna be a pain in the ass because we would need to level him up with rare candies to check. So, you know what? It would be probably faster to just trade it to Gen 2. When is trading unlocked in Pokemon Blue? Almost immediately after starting the game. Get the Pokedex, catch one Pokemon, so you have 2, and then go trade. Oh, that's gonna be so hard. That's gonna take a long time. But if I have like 5 or 6 games going at once for this, it might not be that bad. Also, the gift Bulbasaur you get in Swirlian City, I'm not sure if that starts at level 5. It might be like level 15 or 10 or something. That one would be a faster check because I think it starts at a higher level, which makes it easier to tell. And I think I will have at least 1 rare candy by then, so I can level it up once to get a better... I could probably, before picking that Bulbasaur, go to... I could technically play the whole game of Yellow. Wait. I won't have 6 games going on this because I'm not going to reset my Pokemon Blue save file because that's the one I completed the Pokedex on. So that one's out. I'll check, but I think I'm okay with resetting all the other ones. I think so. Blue was the one I completed the Pokedex on. That was the most important one. Okay. So that's good. Gen 1 Shiny Bulbasaur. Which is also technically a Gen 2 Shiny Bulbasaur. Because I will trade it to Gen 2 and we can see it in Gen 2. And also you can't get Bulbasaur natively in Gen 2. You have to send it from Gen 1. What do we need, like 7 more? 8 more? 9 more? Boy. What TCG stuff do I want? I don't know. I don't really have like a specific... I'll just put 1 Bulbasaur card I don't have. Just any Bulbasaur card that I don't already have. That's gonna be probably an easy one. That might be my free space. I'm gonna put that as my free space for now. Any SIR. Pull any SIR. Pull any SIR. Okay. What else? Why do I have a Wii? I don't know. Why do I have a Wii? I don't think I'm gonna get the Japanese exclusive Celebi distribution from the Coliseum bonus disc. I don't think I can afford one. How much does that cost? Pokemon Coliseum? How do you spell Coliseum? Japanese bonus disc. $80. No, that's not the Japanese one. That's the English one. Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc Japan distribution service. Oh, here's the actual disc. $200. Yep. Disc only. 164. 150. Celebi bonus expansion disc. 150. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it. Oh, that's what I should tell all of my friends that go to Japan. I should say, hey, can y'all keep an eye out for the Celebi bonus disc? Man. Okay, well, that's not happening probably this year. Of course, I'll keep my eye out for it for an opportunity, but nope. Young Brain, welcome. Hello. Happy New Year. It's already New Year for you, right? I'm still back in 2025. I'm in the past. How's 2026? Is it any better? Hopefully. What else do I want to do? I think we're going to have a Safari Zone shiny again. I have a feeling that I will join the Safari hunt. Oh yeah, getting a birthday shiny. I did do that. Technically, you can do that every year, but I could put a Pokemon Go thing on there, but I kind of hate Pokemon Go right now. It's Pokemon's 30th anniversary in 2026. Maybe we could do something with that. I guess I'd be playing the original games that came out 30 years ago for the Bulbasaur shiny hunt, so there's that. What else? Kind of running out of ideas, which I could do, I guess. Yeah, just play through this. Doesn't take too long, right? I just don't want to load up too much on too many long... I mean, that's what this is for, I guess. I could put Heart Gold or Soul Silver in here, I think. Beat... Heart... Am I gonna do Heart Gold or Soul Silver? I'll do Souls... I'll do Heart Gold. Beat Heart Gold. You know what? Instead of pull any SIR, I want to put pull any gold card. So that means the 3-star rarity cards that have been just solid gold. ever since they started doing the Mega Evolution sets. Every set has had at least one golden card in it. And they're very difficult to pull, and if they keep doing that through the rest of 2026, or however long the Mega Evolution sets are printed for, then hopefully I'll have a chance at them. I don't know what else to put. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really feeling like 2026 is going to be a strong Pokemon Go year for me. I might participate in the Kalos Global Fest, Go Fest. Maybe. Because they did lower the price of the global ticket, I think, for that one. Because Kalos is by far a lot less popular than Unova, or Sinnoh, or Johto, or Kanto, or Hoenn. So they lowered the price of that global ticket to $10. I think it used to be $15 for the Unova tour. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to put any. Trying to complete the decks before 2026. Yikes! What decks? Let's see. Maybe looking at some of my Pokemon games will help me remember. In here, let's see, I have Coliseum copies, Legends ZA. Do I have Pokemon Scarlet? I don't think I have Pokemon Scarlet yet. Wait, I just bought Pokemon Scarlet. I do have Pokemon Scarlet, I think. Yeah, I remember playing the beginning of it. I want to play through Pokemon Scarlet again. Well, for the first time, because I played through Violet. But I want to play it on Switch 2 and look at it in 4K and running smoothly. I don't know if that should be on the checklist, though. I don't know if that should be on the bingo card, though. Honestly. What should be on the bingo card? Alright. Back to looking at games. You know, I do have Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire in Japanese. So, there's that. I know that those give you special Pokemon, right? What are the gift Pokemon? Not Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Pokemon Box. Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire. Bonus eggs. When a certain number of Pokemon were deposited from a game cartridge, an additional Pokemon egg will be deposited. The Pokemon that hatches will know a special move that it would not learn normally, and cannot be passed down through breeding. The deposited Pokemon do not all have to have the same original trainer ID, but must be transferred from a game cartridge into Pokemon Box. This means that in cases where a player has access to multiple games, all of the Pokemon can be transferred to one, then moved into Box. A player can get one of each egg per GBA game save file. All 4 eggs can be hatched shiny in the same save file which received them. The Pokemon that are available are as follows. Swablu. So you just get a Swablu immediately, I guess. It can be shiny, and what's its special move? False Swipe? Okay, maybe it's False Swipe. Zigzagoon, special Zigzagoon, can be received if at least 100 Pokemon are in the box, and it knows Extreme Speed, which I think is different. I don't think Zigzagoon can normally learn that. Skitty, if once 500 are deposited, which knows Payday, which I don't think it can normally learn, and Pichu, which knows Surf, if almost 1,500 Pokemon are in the box. Wow. That is a lot of Pokemon. Since I have the Japanese Ruby and Sapphire box, I'm pretty sure only